Hey everybody. Hey, I'm Corey Draper. Let's go live here in a few minutes. Nice to see you guys, by the way. All right, can you hear Lemmy and Motorhead cranking away here? All right, can you guys see me on the mighty Facebook? Can you hear Lemmy? Doing a sound check. We'll start the video in just 2 seconds. I'm live on my Facebook feeds and all over the planet right now. So hello, China and Malaysia and Europe. And of course, everyone here in the States. Corey Draper here. What's happening? Can we crank Lemmy just for like 30 seconds before we start? Just for a sec. All right, I can't play music too long. As you know, that kind of makes Facebook kind of upset. So the more live video that you do, just remember if you're going to use any type of music, it could be pop, dance, rock, even movie soundtracks. I've actually played movie clips. Like let's say your favorite scene is, oh gosh, Happy Gilmore. You guys have watched that show with Adam Sandler? Remember when he gets in a fight with Bob Barker? You know, they're there and they're golfing and something happens and Adam Sandler and Bob Barker square off and he's like, you know, Bob Barker's beating the crap out of Adam Sandler. Just like a scene like that. Let's just say it's 3 minutes long. And you upload it on Facebook. Well, Facebook has the software kind of similar like if you have a cell phone. I think most of us have cell phones. And do you guys have the Shazam? I think it's built in or you can download it. It's free. And if you click your Shazam, you can just hold it up in the air and then usually within 3 to 10 seconds, it'll figure out what song or it'll even do a movie clip. So it's just outrageously cool software. But when you try to do anything fun with music or anything over your Facebook feed, like right now, this is live on Facebook, it kind of sucks because what they'll do is they will either block your video where only you can see it. So like right now, I'm live on my Facebook feed. If I have this Motorhead music on too long, I'll get kind of a screen that says, hey, you're using music that's copywritten, or do you have the rights to play it? And now I do, because I have a radio, I guess you'd call it, you know, it could be a radio station, but I've had Pure Rock Radio since 2006. And we've got to pay ASCAP and BMI, and we got to pay actually fees to play music, just like dance clubs do, restaurants, of course, radio stations, you know, FM. But Facebook doesn't care. I've been trying to play music over Facebook and my live feeds now for a long time. And each time they write me back and just say they don't really care. I'm one of what, 2 billion people now, I think, that use Facebook. So just to start my video, I want to kind of give you guys ideas how to use Facebook, you know, obviously to make a couple bucks, but then you've got to at least post stuff that's interesting or fun or about your life or your hobbies or interest. But you got to be careful if you go, God, I love Aerosmith, and then you go like this. Okay, so you can probably hear the other side in the background. I can play that for like 2 seconds, you know, maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds. If I play it in the background and I talk, the software won't be able to kind of capture it. For example, Shazam software. So I can have a little bit of music, a little bit of atmosphere and stuff. Now this is music that, you know, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, you guys know all those online streaming services. These songs have got to be recognized mostly by those companies or platforms. But if you just have, oh man, like my radio partner, he's got a ton of cool just instrumental jams, rock, pop, you know, heavy metal. If I probably put his music in the background, it'd be okay because the Shazam software doesn't recognize it because it's just his own personal music that he made like in a studio. So normally I can do that and I'm fine. So I have some cool music and there's no singing or nothing, but sometimes when people talk, if you got like a little bit of music in the background, I don't know, for some reason, if you have that weird where you kind of forget what you're saying and you pause. Like it's the biggest DJ's nightmare if you're like one of those top 40 guys that have to talk all the time, or if you're on the air doing FM broadcasting. But sometimes when you go silent, people freak out, you know? So if you start getting into video, when you get into, let's say, going live here, like I am on Facebook and on my other social media platforms, you'll just get better at being comfortable that you are going to screw up. You're going to say the same word like, and, well, and, or let me tell you about. I mean, you get these crutch words. You might hate the way you look, the way you sound. It's normal. I hope everyone hates the way they sound and look, because I sure did for years and years and years. And before I just said, you know, why do I give a rat's ass? It's not like I go to bed at night and everyone's comments on Facebook are going to come and just attack me and say, yeah, you look like crap on that video, or you said the same word by accident. Like, guys, some of the biggest social media gurus or influencers that I personally know, and they have made a lot of money. And when you watch them talk, they still get crutch words. So if you do start doing live video and you get a little bit more comfortable by just talking, because I'm by myself right now. I'm in a studio, but right now when I see that red button on and it says live, I honestly, if there's 100 to 500 people watching, I really feel like you guys are just like here in the studio, just sitting right next to me, and we're just shooting the crap about what we did today or what we saw. We're having ourselves a drink and we're laughing about something or yelling at the screen because our football teams suck. But it's amazing, the more video you get, or the more video you do, you just get more comfortable and better at it. So if you're going to do any type of business online, you've got to do live video, I recommend, eventually, so that people can trust you. They know you're real, not a paid actor, not some guy that rents a Lamborghini and goes on the beach in his $1 million house and he walks around saying, man, I just freedom, and boy, take action and live the life that I'm portraying. Okay, now that's good if you're into the high-end crazy fantasy videos. They're very effective because they do sometimes make you sick. Go, wow, wonder if I did have a Lamborghini. Now I'm more of a realist. You know what I do? I get out like 30, 40, 50 bucks, and look at that. I have a convertible 2018 Lamborghini Spider. These things are $200,000-$300,000. And look at that. I paid cash for this. That's right. I paid cash. I even got white leather. Wow. I can put a Barbie in this, or a G.I. Joe doll, or how about one of my Kiss pop dolls? So if you got to believe someone's video of just pure sexiness on the beach, or if you're on a small budget, go ahead and just buy this Lamborghini off Amazon. Go ahead and get your $10 pop. And look at that. All of a sudden, I can say, wow, I was hanging out with Paul Stanley today in my convertible Lamborghini, and life is good because I've got comfort and freedom, and I took action. I did all these great things, and you should do. You should too. And you really should. But if you think you have to do videos like that to be successful, you don't. I have a lot of really nice, normal friends that were broke, and they didn't have a pot to pee-pee in. And they do extremely well now. And how I met them is they told their story. They were storytellers. What they did is they said, you know what? I don't have a lot of money right now, but most of the money I have, I'm putting into this business by getting a computer, a webcam, and I'm going to do the best I can to become a person that I think I want to be. And I could have watched a video from, my gosh, Tony Robbins, Ty Lopez, Gary Vaynerchuk, where you say the F word all the time and you're high energy, and or maybe there's just some really great people. Like I like Sunny Leonarduzzi. She has the hardest name, but I love watching her videos because she's a pretty girl up in Canada. Her dad is a sports legend, and she's so cool. She just gets on the camera and tells you all these great inside information. Maybe you can buy courses from her. But in the meantime, you know, she used to do these videos that were highly produced. And all of a sudden, I remember seeing her videos, and she's like, you know what? My hair is like crinky and wrinkly. I'm tired of like making it straight. I'm tired of having the perfect makeup, the perfect lighting. And here I am, I feel so phony at the end of the day because it takes me 9 hours to produce 30 minutes of content. Where in my case, and what she does now is like, God, just put on the camera And if you need to do like a 10-minute video, because most people's attention span, when they go to my YouTube channel and it says how to do this, I don't really talk as slow as I am now, or, you know, I'm not with my cup of coffee. It's like you just got to poop and get off the pot as soon as possible, because there's 500 people going, God, hurry up in there. I got to go too. So the more you do online business, or how to do this, or maybe you just need to learn how to do marketing, if you can get comfortable on camera like this with your face, your hair, the way you speak, just turn that darn camera on, talk to it, but just don't upload it after you're done. Because no matter what, I'm talking right now live. If you're watching me live right now, I have the choice that if I don't like it because I look tired, or I just kept rambling about something, or I didn't even do a good enough job for me to go to bed tonight comfortably, I don't have to upload it. But it's really good practice if you guys are watching live and I feel like, wow, I really need to do a good job because you guys are live watching me, and I'm comfortable now with my drink, and I've got some screens up. I have a couple screens, so I have them up like a cockpit, like a space shuttle. So I can look to the left and I can read something, or I can read some notes. Some people just like a pad and paper, like a Post-it note paper, one of those little legal pad things. And you know, so if you're doing a live video and you just don't know what the heck to talk about, then go ahead and write out notes that you think that would be comfortable. And you're just like, man, this is awesome. You know, I can just kind of go step by step. Now, I'm going to show you something. Let's see, where am I at? I'll just show you what I do. Let me click a button here. And I hope that this even switches over. If you guys don't mind, I am going to go like this. And I need to blow my screen up because I need to see if you guys can even see me. Let me refresh my Facebook feed, because I like to go live on Facebook because I know people are watching there live, and it's just kind of good. It's good practice for me to have like a nice live audience. I know I have people in other countries right now. I like doing late night videos at 2 in the morning, because if I add 9, it's like 11 o'clock in Europe. And if I add 14 hours, it's late afternoon in Asia. So I do a lot of videos after midnight because I hit the other side of the planet. Australia's, Malaysia's, how cool is that? And then, you know, sleep, do my breakfast, do whatever I got to do to make another buck. And then, you know, in the middle of the afternoon or late evening in America here where I live, I'll go ahead and do another live video just about a different subject. Or maybe I'll go ahead and talk about something I already did 12 hours earlier. But the main thing is you've just got to keep talking and posting and doing stuff regularly on all social media. And that goes from Instagram and especially Facebook. You've got Instagram that you can link to. So when you post here on Facebook, it'll go to my Instagram, and it'll go to other social media platforms like Twitter. You can all interchange it and hit some buttons. And if you want to know how to do it, I can put a link at the end of this video when I'm done talking. Or you can just go to YouTube right now and just put how to link Facebook with Twitter. Watch the 2-minute video there's probably 500 of them, and they're all pretty good, really. And just go ahead and link your Facebook page to your Twitter page. That way you're like, okay, God, I don't have time to do Twitter, and I don't have time to do Instagram and Snapchat. Isn't that for kids? And my question is like, why don't you just link them all together? And if you have 1 people or 500 people or 6.5 people, maybe somebody got cut in half in a train accident and they're watching your video right now. But why don't you just link everything all together and worry just about your favorite one? I really personally like Facebook. Some people like Instagram because it's more picture oriented. Some people like Twitter because you can, be more vocal, be political. You can do nudity. So if you're in the adult business, obviously Twitter is for you. But if you like video, audio, and just being able to post and really do a big variety of things, and you got tough skin like I do, I don't get all great comments on anything I do because I upload all these things to my YouTube channel as well. And that's like fun. You go and go, God, I think I taught someone something cool. And then it's like, man, you suck. That's the worst video I heard on how to pick your nose with your pinky versus your pointer finger. And I'm like, well, I did the best I could. And I can pick my nose with both fingers, but there's always that one guy that's going to go, no, but if you use your ring finger, I'm like, there's always going to be somebody that's going to make fun of you or tease you or do this or that. But when you're on YouTube, you can simply configure your video when you upload it where there's no comments at all. So sometimes YouTube, which is awesome, I got a nice paycheck today from YouTube. And actually, they just automatically upload it into my Wells Fargo account. But boy, if you just focus on YouTube and get it to where you can monetize it by posting regularly, get a couple fans and some views, and you can see the criteria on how monetizing, which means if you're going to post on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all these social media avenues anyway, then why don't you make some money? Make a couple bucks. And that's what I've been doing for a while. I've been trying to make money online for 20 something years. I usually make some bucks and then I get bored. Or my downline, if it's an MLM, they kind of like start off good, but they never last over 1 to 2 months. 6 months max. But I'll tell you, if you can do MLM, great. I can't do it anymore because I feel that people that listen to me and believe in me, when they get on their own and they get confused, they won't get a hold of the upline like myself, or they just kind of get, God, I started off so good, but my kids and my job, and I'm out of shape. I need to go to the gym. And it's like, don't make excuses. That's just the way it is. Life gets in the way. My gosh, today, my day was so weird. And I can't tell you all about it because it has to do with just my personal friends. But man, it's just like I had all these highs and then lows. And then I find out something at the end of the night. And it's just amazing how life can be so easy and just, God, you're almost bored. Be glad you're bored. Because in another country, there's someone that would love to just go to sleep tonight and know that he can drink water in the morning. But boy, when you're bored, be happy. What is better than being bored? Oh, there's nothing on Netflix. God, it's $15, but there's just nothing on Netflix. I'm like, be happy. Man, flip around, do all that other stuff. There's so many free videos on YouTube. My God. But when people complain about being bored, be thankful. Because boy, I'll tell you, probably almost half the planet does not have the luxury of being bored because they, honest to gosh, have to worry about just their heat and what to eat. And here in America where I live, and I think most countries that have Facebook and we can sit here and look at our smartphones, we figured out a good way to at least get shelter and some food and water. Okay. And that's pretty darn cool. And we're lucky enough to where we can afford to somehow get computers and smartphones and figure out this darn Facebook thing and the Twitter and the Instagrams and everything else. So life is pretty darn good if you're watching me right now. Okay. So my whole point is, if you do want to make money online, and I say this on every video, try to find something that you're either good at or interested at. I really do enjoy Facebook. I've been doing it full time for fun since I think 2008. If you guys look at my profile here, it says like I joined this account in 2008. And I think this is my second one or something, but whenever Facebook started, was it 2005 or was it 2008? But whenever it started, it took me a month or two before a friend goes, hey, check this out. And I thought, Facebook is for kids. And then I got addicted to it because I found all my friends from like 1972, it was just mind blowing. It was more like a Friendster because MySpace was just, it was okay for a while. Then it turned into a music thing. And then everybody just like sent me nothing but spammy crap and horrible songs. So Friendster went away. MySpace went away. Netscape browser kind of went away. My gosh, the cassette went away. Even CDs are fading out. VCR tapes. But right now, in my opinion, Facebook is great and Instagram's great. And there's some other great ones that are just amazing. So right now, just do whatever you're best at. And if you're good at social media, good, because you can get a lot of free traffic, which is eyeballs. Because if you want to make money online, you got to have people kind of looking what you're doing. And what I recommend is don't do sales. Don't sell anything. Let the company do the sales. Just be interesting and have fun, because that's all I give two rats asses about, to be honest. I love to make people laugh. I love music. I love to get ornery and mean sometimes. I go, God, I can't wait to get on Facebook and go, what an asshole. I can't believe this happened. But that's why I love Facebook so much. It's like a therapist where I can lay on the couch when I'm live like this and I feel good or bad or sad or talk about things, and I know that there's a live audience watching. I feel like I need to pay you guys. Like, man, I need to pay you guys. You guys are like my therapist from Europe right to Montana. So a lot of people sooner or later, they get in a rut and they think, God, I'm bored, or I need to make some extra money. How do I do it? I have to sell something, right? Information, shampoos, I'm too old to be a doctor. I'm too old to be a lawyer. I'm not going to go back to college because I'll be that token person that's 35 years older than everybody. I'm in the same group. I got silver hair, silver sideburns. All my body parts are like going, wow, I'm going to shrivel up. I'm going to turn silver, and I'm going to make your face pretty much look like the dry desert, like the Mojave Desert where there's 5,000 cracks all over your face. So I know that's where I'm at. So if you're lucky enough watching my video right now and you're in your teens or your 20s or your 30s, even if you're in your 40s, I'm jealous. I can't get those years back. You can't get time back. I can't get today back. Today was putting out some fires and doing some stuff. I had some goods and I got some information, and I visited my best pal, two of my best pals today. So, but those 24 hours I can't get back, even if they were the best I've ever had or the worst I've ever had, but they ain't coming back. It just means knock, knock, open the door. It's that grim reaper going, you know what? I'm sorry, man, but you're 53 and you got to go, bud. It's right here in my book. I opened it. It said, Corey Draper, you've got to go, brother. It's September 24th. You got to go. We don't know when we're going to go. We just know that we only have so much time. And if you're young, you don't even care, really. Even if I tell you right now stories, it's no big deal. You're like, God, whatever. I'll worry about it when I have silver hair and cracks on my face like that Corey guy telling me. But no matter what, if you start to live your life where you don't care about what people think about you, you realize you can make money online without doing sales. You realize you can go get a job that's not like doctor, lawyer, or surgeon. That's definitely something that you want 8 to 10 years of training, that's for sure. But if you feel like your life is in a rut, and hopefully it is, because I think if you can identify that your life is in a rut, you're going to hit rock bottom where you're so sick and bored and you're tired of people going on vacations and you can't. You're tired of like, gosh, I just want to buy the best fruits and vegetables at this store, but I've got to go to another one where the produce might be a little less. It's a little older. That's why it's half price. I go through so many scenarios of stuff like, gosh, I want the best watch money can buy. Do you guys know how much this white watch is? It's badass. I love it. And it's not $1 million. It's not $1,000. But you know what? It's cheap enough where it needs an $8 battery tomorrow. But boy, I'll tell you, 20 years ago, Rolex, Tag, Patek, or whatever the hell they're called, Movado. I thought having the sexy watch would get me wine, women, and songs. And guess how much I got out of all three of those when I had a cool watch on? I don't even think I didn't even get a wine or a woman, or I think I got maybe one song. But it's just, if you can just get over like, oh my God, I have to have the best. And even if I had $300 million right now, and there's a ton of people that do, wouldn't it be nice if you just thought, God, if I just have like a $50 to $100 watch that I can get a $8 battery once a year. Once you start getting comfortable like that, man, that is true happiness to me, because all the material things start going, God, it's not that big a deal. Man, this thing, 35 years old. This shirt that I'm wearing is 35 years old. I can put up pictures in the 80s when this was electric blue. I got this from a magazine that is now, I think, only online, called International Mail. It was just comfortable. It reminded me of like Jeff Spicoli in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And it's like a poncho. And I wore it today because it got colder at night. I just barely got in. So I just put this on, and it's comfortable. It is so soft, I swear. It feels like that felt velvet, what is it, flannel? It is so soft. If I ever lose this, I'm gonna jump off a bridge. But it's so nice when all those material things, they just don't mean as much anymore. Sure, they're good. Nothing's cooler than that Lamborghini, or maybe having the best watch. Girls love purses. Guys love, I got the best lawnmower. It's remote control on my cell phone. Watch this. Us guys have different wants and needs, just like girls and kids. But when you kind of get over all the materialistic stuff and you start going, you know what, if I have an extra grand or two, I want to own a business. If I have more money than that, it's like, okay, I want to have a brick and mortar business where you go to my store and order pizza, Subway sandwiches, maybe a watch store. There's plenty of watch places out there, thank goodness, because I can go there. I have a badass one up the street from my studio here. And tomorrow morning, I'm just going to walk in. They know me by name, and they're going to go, hey, you know what? You come here so much, just give me $5 instead of $8, because I know them so well. I know it's $8. But thank goodness people do have brick and mortar stores where you actually go and visit and buy food or get a lawnmower. Like I don't know, Sears is almost long gone. Aren't they all gone now? But you can go to Walmart or Home Depot but thank goodness for brick and mortar stores. I'm old enough now where I've owned them. I just don't want them anymore. That's all. I like to make money where I'm having fun, either on Facebook or I'm screwing off on YouTube. And I don't want to have a product. I'm not going to go to Amazon and buy this coffee cup from China. You can probably get this coffee cup for, God, if you buy them in bulk, they're probably $1. And you could probably sell this for $8, add $2 for shipping. So for like $10 on Amazon, you could probably get this badass cup that my best pal Val gave me a couple days ago. And if you don't mind, can I have a sip? But I don't even like Amazon. I like to pay. I like to put my debit card in Amazon. And when I'm bored at night, I am bored. I'm that lucky to get bored. So I can spend 26 minutes and look for a stupid Lego set that I sure in the hell don't need. But boy, if I can click that button and get a Lego set of a Corvette, I feel like I've won the effing lottery. And that thing might only be 26 bucks. And that's my joy now, because I used to be, I have to have a real Corvette. If I don't have that new Corvette that's 70,000 bucks with 700 horsepower, oh my God, my life's over with. I'm going to be jealous of everybody I see driving one. But right now I've hit a spot in my life where I'm like, no, let's maybe buy the model. You can put it up to your webcam, show everybody that you paid cash for a Corvette today. And it was only $20. And it doesn't even need gas or insurance. Yeah. Boy, if you can get to that level in life, it makes you pretty happy, because that's where I'm at right now. But no doubt about it. Boy, if I could get one of those mid-engine Corvettes that's coming out, or one of those Ferraris, or maybe a muscle car that's now 100,000 that used to be 2,500 when I started driving in the, almost in the 70s. But right now, when it comes down to, can I make money doing something as a mom? Can I make money at home? Can I make money being an older guy where I should be kind of retiring, but I'm bored? I think that's where my mom is, because she could retire, but she loves to work full time still, because it's very social. She's out there and she just meets people. But I honestly think that if my mom retired, there's only so much daytime. I don't know if Oprah, I'm not trying to think of all the shows that are on, the Ellen Show. How many soap operas can you watch? Can you go in the backyard and garden again and again and again? Before you know it, your garden's already weeded so much. Your yard looks awesome. All your friends are kind of at work, or maybe they just live out and have their own lives, like your kids. Empty nest syndrome. I know a lot of moms that go through that. Or if you're just a guy, you're like, God, I'm kind of retired, man. I had all this social life and I did all these things, and God, my retirement's only like $1,700 a month, but my bills are $4,200 a month. You're like, God dang it, man, 2-3 grand more a month I need. That's very realistic in America. 3,000 a month is a really nice income. It's comfy. It's usually not enough to really have anything more than like an affordable apartment, maybe a little car payment, a little bit of a cell payment with a little bit of electricity, but if you can make 3 grand, you can survive quite easily in America. But if you can get 4 grand, 5 grand, 6 grand, but if you can attain, let's just say 100,000 a year, which is very common in America, that's a really nice life of a home, couple travel, little endeavors. Like I love Sturgis, the motorcycle rally. Go for a week in the beautiful Black Hills, and then maybe go down to Vegas to see a show at a pool. I'm not a big gambler, but sometimes it's just fun to go somewhere and just people watch. Go to the beach. Go to Universal Studios because you're sick of Disneyland. It's like all my kids are gone. I am sick of Disneyland, but across the street is Universal Studios. I just want to go there and just say I went and see the mechanical Jaws thing and see the house, that Psycho house. I've been there and I love it. But it takes a little bit of extra money, because if you're on a fixed income, you know exactly what your bills are each month and what your income is each month. But now with social media and computers, you can dream, but you can also type and search what that dream is. Like, let's say you want to go to Stonehenge. Is it Henge or Hedge? But those beautiful rocks in the middle of nowhere over in Europe. It's mind-boggling, but you just want to see it to go, man, millions of years ago, how did they make these? How did the stone even get there? How did they make them in these weird, crazy shapes? Then you can go online and see pictures of it, see video of it. You can go to Google Earth and literally zoom over and kind of do the 45-degree angle, because I've done that. I've went to Pearl Harbor to look at the ship, Arizona, underneath the water. You can see it on Google Earth. I went to all my old neighborhoods just to see what the growth is like, or is the trees bigger? And then all of a sudden you're like, I got to just go do it. It's so overwhelming, the information, but it's nice if you can at least see it online. But I think it even makes you more compelled to go, God, I'm tired of watching life. I'm sick of sitting here looking at my cell phone all day where my eyes are squinty like this. Or maybe I'm on a home computer. Like I got a real giant screen I'm looking at right now, which is so nice. Because guess where my big fat face is all day? Right in this stupid phone. Man, grown-ass man my age, my face is in this phone more than a teen girl talking about Billy's in love with her. And then Billy's like, God, I think that girl looked at me. I'm going to ask her out to the prom. I mean, I don't know who has the most addiction to cell phones, but I'm right there with everybody, and I admit it. I just love it. It's just fun for me. And you have to do business, and it's nice to see how people are doing. Texting is amazing. And of course, if you're lucky enough to afford a cell phone, you've got all this online information. What I do, I can run my whole business off this phone. I do prefer a home computer like this over a laptop because I have that big screen. And you know what? It's $129 at Best Buy. It is 4K. The brand is Vision or Dynex or something like that. It's the brand of Best Buy. And I just asked the guy, what's the warranty on this thing? How many returns do you get, honestly? And he goes, well, this. And I go, God, just give me the base model, man. I mean, if it's crystal clear in 4K, I don't need the top of the line $5,000 this and that. I just want a beautiful screen that's at least 32 inches or bigger so that my eyes don't have to squint. And it's just, God, it's just beautiful. So that's what I've chosen to do, is just to make money by sitting comfortably, posting things about whatever I want to. So this video, I wanted to show you, like, okay, I can make money online, and you just go to a website for that. I hardly ever pimp and tell you to join anything. I just tell you about just benefits, because the behind the scenes mechanics and all that other stuff, you're not going to give a rat's ass. But if you are interested, I just go to CoreyDraper.com, CoreyDraper.com. The company does all the questions. They have live coaches. They're not operators in India or somewhere in Salt Lake City, because we have one of the biggest call centers in the freaking world about 20 minutes north of me right now. It's a little town called Lehigh. You know, late at night when you see like, hi, I'm Anthony Morrison. Hi, I'm Don Lepre. Hi, I'm this, I'm that. Learn how to make $1 million with only $7 right now. See this shiny ball? All you got to do is buy the shiny ball, and you can be a millionaire like me that produces their infomercials about 27 minutes. Actually, I'm thinking 20 is not long enough, but within a half hour, oh my gosh, you should see the billions that used to be a field. You know, Lehigh, what I'm talking about, it was the little farm town in the great movie Footloose. You remember 1984, Kevin Bacon, Laurie Singer? Remember the two tractors? It's about like, what, a half hour in? But Ren, wasn't that his name? He's the new guy in this little town, which is Lehigh. And he's on the tractor because this one guy's like, hey, we're going to fight it out to the death, and we're going to go 1 mile an hour. And then whoever jumps off the tractor is a chicken. And then someone's ass is kicked by a farmer for wrecking the tractor. But that little tiny town, it was filmed around 83, and I think it came out in 84. But that little town was Lehigh. They used it because it was so tiny. There was like 7 houses and the roller mills. The famous scene at the end when they're dancing, and then Kevin Bacon gets in a fight with Chris Penn. Rest in peace, Chris. That little town is now, oh my gosh, there must be $5 billion. And that's putting it light, because you've got Adobe, Ancestry.com. You've got some of the best telemarketing and crazy, batshit crazy people, that customer service. I don't use any of that, because I want coaches. I want people that know the company I work with, like a science, like a surgeon, a guy that removes a brain, scrubs it, and puts it back in and says, you know what, I got the tumor. You're going to live probably another 30 years. I don't want call centers. If I did, I'd be 27 minutes down the street. I can just walk in. I don't have to do an appointment, fly in, get a hotel. I can fly down there. But I don't need call centers. I don't need all that spiely bullshit. What I need is people that are a part of what I do. And with the company that I work with, when someone's interested in doing what I do, and I make it interesting, because other people that do what I do, they might be more shy and timid, and they have other ways and means of getting eyeballs. to go to CoreyDraper.com, FreedomBabyYeah.com. I have all these fun websites, names, domain names, and it all goes to the same capture page. People just go to that, they fill out their name and email address, and then the company shows them a 20-minute video. And if you want information or you need more crazy, wacky stuff from me, I don't mind. I'll tell you exactly what I do. But the company does everything to put your mind at ease with every question. You will talk to a coach. It's not going to be a guy that's on a call center in another country or 27 minutes down the street. These are people that full-time work for this company because they get 50% of whatever sells, I lead to them. And that's fair because I'm not going to sell one damn thing. I hate sales. I wear $30 ponchos that are 30 years old. I am like tired and crazy right now. You can see in my face. I'm not going to do hair and makeup, and I'm not going to do all this fancy shit and go to work. I'm going to sit here in my 35-year-old poncho, and I'm just going to post interesting, fun things. And then I love to come online and just talk to all you guys over in Europe and China. And right now I do it on my live Facebook feeds. And then if people are interested, they just go to a website and that's it. The minimum I make on each sale that I do is $500. Am I willing every day just to have fun on Facebook, post interesting things, link it to Instagram, do all this stuff, go to YouTube channel? Am I willing to do that for $500? I'm willing to do that for free. Because like I said, I do stuff that it's almost as crazy as like, I love smoking and you open up a smoke shop. That's almost how I feel because I love social media anyway. I love using humor in what I do. And if people come and look at what I do, my algorithm in Facebook goes, hey, Corey is kind of an influencer. Maybe we should get more eyeballs to this guy. When my live videos on Facebook go up, a day or two later, I could have 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 views. Well, guess what? If they're even remotely interested in what I do, they just look and go, God, well, he said go to CoreyDraper.com. They just go to that web domain. It cost me $22, $11 to buy the name, and $10 to make it private. And I just bounce it to their website. It takes me literally about 10 minutes to buy a name, like rubberfish.com. Ted Nugent's ass. I always see Ted's little butt right there up on the DVD or box set. Just come up with a domain name that you really love. Maybe it's your name. If you have a unique name, it might even be available. Go to GoDaddy. I love GoDaddy. Anyone that bad mouths it, I don't know why, because I've been using them for 20 years, and they are just they're 24 hours a day. They're on par with cheapness because it's so obvious what everything costs right now. But GoDaddy's mind-blowing to me. I've had zero problems ever with them, and I have messed up my live radio show. I've messed up my websites way worse than just a normal website that just has pictures and maybe a click here to buy. Mine have live music, live streaming. I've got servers. My server's clear in another country. I have to match all this stuff, and I've messed it up before. I call GoDaddy and I say, you know what, can you revert my stuff back a half hour ago? And boom, they're like, yeah, no problem, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, all that stuff that I just destroyed, GoDaddy fixes. And then they go, what's up, man? You got a radio show? Yeah, I play hair band rock and blah, blah, blah. Boom, I high five them. So if you think you need a ton of money to do what I do, you do need $1,000 or so, and that's very extremely affordable. Okay. If you don't have $1,000, then save. Quit going and buying $50 of this and $25 of that. Quit going out to eat. If you go to KFC, what is it? 15 to 20 bucks. That's mine. By the time I get those little chickens and that damn bundt cake that I love, it's 15 bucks. But I just tell everyone what I would recommend if you do what I do. $1,000 to get yourself going. That is the minimum it takes to get going. There's no reoccurring costs. Once you pay that, that is it. There's no 50 bucks a month and you got to do levels. This is not MLM, okay? You will do no sales. I can't stress enough that if you do what I do, you're not doing any sales because you'll mess it up. You'll over-explain. You'll do things that'll sabotage the sales. Let the company do it. They're experts at what they do. All they sell are digital products. What that is education that you buy in order to either get people to your pizza shop or how to do Facebook, how to do solo ads, which is where you buy leads online. Someone goes and says, hey, I'm trying to find a way to make money online. How nice is it if you're lucky enough to have some extra money where you can just go buy a professional company where you can buy the lead? That is awesome. And that's what I like to do, because sometimes I just don't have time to try to find 100 people that might want to do what I do. I say exactly what I want that person to put in Google. And there's a company out there, many, that we suggest that can do it for you. And you can afford it. It is not 10, 20, 50 bucks a lead, all this crazy shit. It's not Google AdWords. It's not Facebook. It's none of that stuff. This is just people that are searching for something. This company provides it. And what they give them is either a video or text or a PDF file. In this type of business, you're going to learn the word digital product. And all it is someone putting their credit card in, spending some money to buy something, and they get it rather instantly because they get user name and password, a link to this. I could show you on my screens right now. I bought $1,000 of education from this company. After it's paid for, which is done by them, you don't do any type of servicing, customer servicing, chargebacks. A customer that has 700,000 questions because they're scared to purchase, which I understand, you don't have to do any of that. But what you're going to do is you're going to give the company 50%. And that's fair in my book, because if I bust ass and I get people through my fun and posts, and they go to the company and say, you know what, I want $1,000 course. And the company goes, okay, here's this. This is what you do. They do all that. And when it's all said and done, they notify me and say, you know what, you just made yourself 500 bucks. And it comes FedEx in the mail. There's no taxes. There's no nothing. You're on your own. This is like you're a mortgage broker or a bartender or a dancer, stripper. You're responsible for your own taxes. I recommend that you get with somebody that really knows. Just go down to like an H&R Block. You don't need some high-end guru or something. You can even just say, you know what, I'm going to save 25 cents out of each dollar. And that way at the end of the year or quarterly, you don't have to pay once a year. You can go ahead and pay on your income tax, every month if you want to. But that's a good problem to have. If you go, God, I don't want to worry about taxes and all that stuff. Man, are you crazy? When you're making money, and the worst thing you have to do is go, well, so doesn't Bob have like a CPA of an MBA that has a CPA of a BFD or something like that? I mean, don't overcomplicate things. It's very structured on how you can write off your electricity, your cell phone, your car payment, your fuel. You can do it legally. And that's one darn nice thing about owning your own business, is you're going to pay a lot less taxes legally on your income that you generate. Because if you work 9 to 5 for someone and you just do like a 10/40 and you're single like me, my kids are raised and I'm not married. I don't have like a wife write-off type thing. I'm in an income bracket. I wish I could even lower more than I already do. But it's nice when you own your own business, because boy, oh boy, you can write off stuff to offset your tax amount from, let's say, 25% down to 20. Maybe you only pay 17%. There's professionals out there that pay less than that, so and it's exciting and it's legal, but that's a fun problem to have. It's like, oh, I just won 100 million in Powerball. Can you believe I got to pay 51% of that? Well, you still got 49 million cash in your bank account. I would laugh I have heard that before. Like, oh God, what a heck. I can't believe they take half. It's like, you're going to complain about that? Let me punch you right in the face, because it's hard to make $49 million. So, but anyway, what this video, I think I entitled it something like how to get ideas, how to post on Facebook, YouTube, because the more you post on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Snappy Chatty, Twitter, whatever, there's lots of social media out there. You guys pick your favorite. Mine is Facebook and YouTube. And all the other ones I don't give a rat's ass about, because I automatically link them. So if I post something right now on this Facebook account where you're watching now, it automatically goes to all those social media aspects. You just fill out the username and password. There's some things that you do in 25 minutes. you've got everything attached anyway. So I don't really particularly spend a lot of time on anything except Facebook. And I love YouTube because I can watch all those videos I couldn't afford to watch when cable TV came out in the 80s when MTV came out. So, all right. Well, anyway, let me do myself a little bit of a escape. I need to show my screen. Okay. And it takes me a minute because I put up like 7 different screens on. I have 3 different screens and I have all these things open. And it always takes me a minute to shut them all down so I can put the screen up for you to see. Okay, and I'm just being honest because most of the time when you see these videos, they're edited perfect. I mean, look at the lighting. It shines my head out and then it makes me blurry. And then when I come up, it refocuses. And, you know, like I said, don't worry about the video. Don't worry about all this other stuff. Just be comfortable with who you are. And life is all good, man. It doesn't need to be so scary. But yeah, if you guys don't mind, let's see. It says exit screen. Okay, I'm trying to exit my screen right now and move it over. So, but like I said, I'm sorry it takes me so long to do this. Every time I shut down my screens, it takes a while. You guys take a drink. I'm going to go ahead and put my screen up so that you guys, let's see, you cannot minimize the screen. I don't know why. Usually what you do is you double click the screen and it shrinks down and then it goes to my page. But for some reason, it's, let's see, it says press escape. Sorry, guys, I'll get there. You know, like I said. Oh, God, you know what I think it is? I have one of those battery opera. See the little blue light? I have one of those battery. Well, there's just a battery in the mouse, and it's a remote control one. When I move it, my mouse isn't moving. So I think what it is, I have one of those battery issues. But anyway, just relax for 10 seconds. I'll figure this out. It can't be that crazy. Okay, there we go. All right, let me move this. Let me refresh my home screen here. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? I just have, you know, it's a big white screen and it says freedombabyyeah.com. I'm hoping that that's the screen that's showing right now because I can't tell right now unless I go live on my other Facebook. And if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to check. Well, there's just a battery in the mouse, and it's a remote control one. Okay, there it is. All right. Well, I'm just going to. Isn't moving, so I think what it is, it's freedombabyyeah.com. Oh, hold on just a sec. I'm hoping that that's the screen that's showing right now because I can't tell right now unless I go live on my other Facebook. I'm trying to shut off my. If you guys don't mind, I'm just. Can you guys hear me in the background? I'm watching myself 10 seconds in advance. All right. Well, I'm just gonna. Okay, there we go. I just got to wait because it's double. Now, see on the replay, I'll probably edit out this 1 minute. I'm trying to shut off my. Okay, it's almost done. Can you guys hear me in the background? I'm watching myself 10 minutes. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, anyway, whenever I make a live video like this, you can either have like a piece of paper and just hold it up and kind of look down at it because you have like a presentation that's going to be, let's say, 15 minutes, and you're just going to go, "Hi, I'm Corey Draper. How you doing? Hey, I appreciate you watching my video. You know, this is only the 4th one I've ever made, but I'm going to do the best I can to not mess up and just laugh, have fun. Tell your audience like you're talking to your mom or your best friend. Don't get all stiff and crazy. And if you screw up like I just did, you know, I had my screen freeze and I still think my battery, I need to put a new one in. But anyway, what I do is I just use Windows. I don't have a Mac in this presentation. Macintosh. I just have like a normal Windows 10 Best Buy $400 computer, I think it was. But it comes stock with, it says notes. Okay, now if you look at the bottom of my screen, there should be a purple looking note thing. And it's purple and I think it's just called notes. What I do is I just go to the bottom left and I click once and hopefully my screen pops up. And do you see that icon right there? What I do is I just double click that. I don't pay for it. I know that you can probably upgrade and it has all this fancy stuff like WordPerfect, WordPress. There's all these things out there that you can spend money on. But this one just came stock with notes. So I just double clicked it. And what popped up is this here. And what I did is I just hit new and I had a white screen. And what I did is I just typed a bunch of liner notes that I'd like to talk about. And when I got to where I thought, well, that's some good liner notes or some highlights, what I'll do is just, you know, I'll just put this screen up when I'm talking to you guys because I have the webcam right on top of my computer screen. And below it is just this notes. So what I do is I just kind of pop it up and go, hey, this is Corey. How you doing? Admit, you're new. You're going to screw up, blah, blah, blah. Just laugh, because everyone watching, they're going to relate to you going, God, this guy's real. She's real. They're not a paid actor where it's a professional studio. And even if you mess up, they'll laugh, because they know if they do a business and they're starting, they're going to be in the same, in the same situation, same boat that you're at. So what I do is I just go to notes and I just said, hey, you know what? If you want to join the business that I do, just go to freedombabyyeah.com. You can also go to CoreyDraper.com, because both of these, they just bounce to the same page of the company. And all they do is get your name and email address. You watch a 20-minute video. And if you're interested in more stuff, you can have the company either text you, or they can call you, or they can email you. It's up to you. No one bugs you unless you want them to. You can even get a hold of me, and I'm not supposed to really say that. I'm supposed to brag about freedom, and I'm on the beach, and man, I'm just badass. And I'm like, I like to meet you guys, because we might all go to Vegas, and I want to meet you guys face to face. I'm not looking to retire. I know some people are. If I retire, I know that in 3 months, I'm going to go crazy. I need to work. I need to feel like I'm meeting people and doing something. So what I do is I just follow this, Freedom Baby Yeah, or CoreyDraper.com. Check it out. Watch the 20-minute video. You can always contact me at Facebook here, or my email address is simply just who the heck am I, or Corey at CoreyDraper.com. And when it comes down to who the heck am I, well, I've been into radio forever, since 1988. I've had a lot of morning shows. I've been the program director. So I've ran 4 different FM radio stations the last 30 years. I've owned 4 nightclubs. I had a nice car business in Vegas. I know the trucking business, 18-wheel trucking business really well. I know YouTube. I got a nice check today from YouTube on just posting interesting things. And I've been a lifelong entrepreneur. I can't even spell that. I've been an entrepreneur forever, and I still can't spell that stupid word unless I go online and go, is it I before E after C, or how does that go? But I've been trying businesses and trying to do this and trying to invent stuff, and I love it. I don't even care if I fail. It just makes me feel like I'm really trying to be someone or do something, because you never know when the next Facebook's going to come. You never know when the next electric car like Tesla is going to come, or thank God, someone even invented these rubber bands that you can put your hair in a ponytail. But I love to try stuff. And if you fail, I don't care. I feel bummed, but it's like, hey, at least I tried to do something. So you want freedom? Of course. Do you hate your job? Usually. But if you really do like it, that's kind of cool, man. I'm kind of happy for that. And if you got a savings account and retirement and travel, health, do you love teaching? Do you love the cell phones? Do you love Facebook and social media? I mean, there's a lot of great stuff that you can do. But what I do is I just simply go to notes. It's just on your computer stock. It just comes with it. Just open the screen up and just write notes. And everything I'm reading to you right now, that's just what I've written in front. And I hit save. So whenever I shut it down, or if the computer reboots or something, I just open it back up, and I just have little notes that I write to follow along. And that's just what I do, because I have a big screen in front of me with the webcam on it. But like I said, you can always just, let's see, where's a notebook? Here's one. But if you want, can you guys see this on the screen? I'm holding it up to the webcam, but hopefully you can just see that. And all it is just notes. And you can just look down at that. And don't be shy to look down at the camera and lose your place, and just laugh. Just go, man, this is hard doing these live videos. And have a great time, because other people go, man, you're doing okay, or man, that's awesome. Keep it up. So anyway, but that's what I do. I just have notes. So if you do start talking about something, that you can go ahead and just look at your notes. I mean, don't try to memorize. Just look down if you have to. If you lose your place, just laugh at yourself and go, gosh, dang it, I just lost my place. Let me start over again, so I know I can pretend I know what I'm doing. Use humor if you don't mind, but just be yourself. Because if people believe that you really are who you are, you make mistakes. Maybe you're on Facebook. You're not a paid actor that's really good at talking into the camera, and they'd never mess up, or a pretty girl that's there showing a car for sale, or my God, you look at commercials all day and driving by the freeway, or just watching videos or watching television. I mean, you don't need to be that polished and perfect. And in fact, I think if you're more real, it's just more successful. You're going to have more success by being real and messing up and admitting it and just laughing at yourself. And all of a sudden, you're just going to get better and better and better to where you'll watch yourself one day and go, "Gosh, I'm pretty good at this video thing. I'm so comfortable. I just turn it on. I don't do my hair and makeup. I have a cup of coffee like this one right here, and I just sit and talk to people about what I do to make money, or maybe about your favorite football team, and blah blah blah." Just be interesting. That's all. Just have something that you think people might want to talk about. You can talk about Hot Wheels. You can talk about the weather. You can talk about, like right here, the famous movie in 1968, I think, but I'm holding up the model to Bullet. This is a 68 Mustang, and I just got it all finished. And my good buddy Johnny got it for me. But it's just with Steve McQueen. It's one of the most famous movies with car chasing. And, there's people that if you just talk about a model and how cool it was, and do you guys, what's your favorite movie with Steve McQueen, or do you guys like Mustangs, and do you remember this, the 4-speed, and it had a 390, and remember it jumping and, just destroying itself during the whole movie? And isn't it funny when these old cars jump in San Francisco, when they land, they just destroy every component, but then the next scene, it's going around a curve like it's brand new again, chasing after the bad guy. But there's so many things to talk about that are interesting on Facebook. And I know you guys have just as many interests as I do, from Hot Wheels, Legos. I love music. I love photography. I wish I could be a photographer sometimes, because I really love taking pictures and looking at scenery and going and seeing sunsets. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of do a quick little video tonight, just kind of see how you guys are doing. This is mostly over my friends in Europe and my buddies in Asia and stuff. And then, 12 hours from now, I'll take a little nap, take some sleep, get some Z's and get up. And then tomorrow afternoon or something, I'll go live in America. And that's where I'm at. I'm in Utah, if you guys don't know where I'm at. And just shoot the crap. If I'm pissed off because my favorite football team won or this, I'll just get on there and talk about it. And then during the video, you can talk about making money online. I mean, I do that too. I break it down more for people that really want more information about it. If I'm giving 50% to the company, I just say, hey, just go to CoreyDraper.com, and they'll answer every question that you have. That if you go online and be interesting and just get people to go to a capture page, which is you go to CoreyDraper.com, a website pops up that says put your name and email address. You click it, you got a 20-minute video. If you have more interest, great. I don't mind if you get a hold of me, but you definitely get a hold of the company, and they can break it down really, and take your time. They're not in no rush. They will definitely answer all your questions. And if you don't want to do it, no problem. Like I said, I'm addicted to Facebook and YouTube anyway, so I might as well make some bucks. Today, when I got paid by YouTube, it's the best feeling in the world, because you almost feel guilty. Like, I cannot believe YouTube gives me money for posting dumb stuff or going around shopping or watching a video of something that I think is funny. But I'm going to go ahead and take a break now, and then I'm going to come back in about 15 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you my screen, because right now I'm just kind of talking to you guys with my big fat shiny head. But what I really want to do, and like I said, I don't edit my videos. I want to take a pee. I want to freshen up my drink. And then I want to continue where I get ideas, because some people, when I get off my videos, they go, God, I know, but how do you get ideas, and how do you get paid, and what do you do? And I'm just going to tell you this. I go to my favorite social media, which is Facebook and YouTube. I go ahead and I post things that are rather interesting, so that I have an algorithm. I need people to comment and be my friend. I'm not trying to trick anybody into being my friend. I really do want people on Facebook to write me and say, hey, I live here and I do that. And oh my God, I love Hot Wheels. And because like I said, I am doing this anyway. I'm addicted to meeting people. I've been that way my whole life. And I don't know if it's my upbringing, or I have daddy issues or mommy issues, or I suck my thumb at night. But if I don't meet new people each week, it really freaks me out. And I've had jobs in nightclubs and radio forever. Then I got into trucking. I went all over the world, all over America, and I'm so used to meeting 25 to 50 people a week. And you like almost every one of them. Sure, you're going to meet some buttholes, but you're never going to talk to them again. But God, if you get addicted to meeting people, this type of job is awesome. It's just, I love meeting just new people. There's nothing like it for me. I really love it. Especially if you don't like half your friends, then you can get rid of them and go, good, I got some new friends I just met last week. So when people look at my stuff I post, and if it's interesting, great. It means that I have people and I have an algorithm, so that when Facebook starts looking at me, they go, God, Corey, you got 5,000 friends, but your algorithm's hot. Your algorithm doesn't have 2,500 dead accounts. You've got like over half the people really do like, or they comment, or they get a hold of you on your inbox and stuff. So what that means is that you just got free eyeballs to either listen to your video or post up something about how to make money, or maybe you just want to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I got this pizza joint over here. Facebook really loves you, because you know all those ads that you're getting right now? Facebook profits off that. And with Facebook ads and the way that YouTube pays me, it's not directly from me. When I get a paycheck from YouTube, no one knows I get a paycheck from them. Because when you have to watch a 10-second video before that YouTube clip pays or plays, guess who gets a little bit of that? Me. And it could be boner pills. Hey guys, man, are you having a tough time? Try new Cialis, chocolate flavored Cialis. And you're like, oh, and no one watches that stuff. So what do? You wait 5 seconds and then you click the video off before you watch the cats fight, or those great, I mean, there's so many great YouTube videos. But guess what? If someone even watches that for 5 seconds and they click it off, they don't know that I get any money from that. YouTube just says, hey, thank you. You got someone to your video. And it was good enough that they just watched 5 seconds of it and clicked it off. It's pay per click. You can make money that way. Why not? You're watching the videos anyway. That's what I say. Man, don't do all this stuff that's addicting and fun for free. It just doesn't make sense. I think that you would love it if you just accidentally, like today, I had no idea I was getting a check from YouTube. It's just so, you're like, God dang, that is just so awesome, because you're doing something that you're doing anyway. And I think it's really fun. And I think that if you guys try to do the type of business that I do, it's very addicting, because if you have a little bit of success, you want to do it again and again and again. If you like meeting people, forget about it. You're going to meet a shitload. If you like just posting like you're a reporter, you know, that's satisfying, because I love reporting. I think it's fun to talk like, oh my gosh, did you see the news? Or did you see that? Or, oh my God, in Salt Lake City, there was a bus wreck today. I love to report. I think that's important, to send information or give information. Maybe you like to gossip. Who doesn't like to gossip? Oh my God, that celebrity. Did you see him? Oh my God, his pants ripped, his butthole showed right in front of everybody on the Grammys. I mean, nothing's funner than gossiping, you know, within reason. You know, everyone goes quick gossip, you know, but there's so many great things about social media. I know it brings depression too. People are on vacation, people get jealous. But I'll tell you what, if you make an extra $2 to $5 grand a month, my one friend who you're going to meet, she makes 20, I think her total sales is 250 G's, and she's pocketing almost 20 grand a month. She's a normal lady, great mom, nothing fancy. She just lost 100 pounds, and I can't wait to have her. I just got to ask permission if she's kind enough to come on one of my live events. But I'm so proud of her, because she's a normal lady. She's nice as hell. She's as normal as you can get. And I'll tell you what, being a mom is harder than anything, because you got to get up, go to school, feed them, do all this stuff. Oh my God, being a mom is harder than hell. And usually it is easier for the dad to just go to work for 8 to 10 hours and come back. And sure, he's tired and worn out, but sometimes that's easier than just being a mom at home. So like I said, if you like, you know, social media and you like to stay at home, this is for you. If I don't have to leave for the whole day, if I can just like wash my face, brush my teeth, put my hair in a ponytail, make me some coffee, put on a badass Netflix movie. And while I watch that movie, I just come up with ideas on what I want to post about or talk about, because I'm going to do it anyway. And then I go ahead and I hit the computer. I start talking about things, posting stuff and everything else. And eventually people are going to hear about what I do, and they're going to go to CoreyDraper.com, FreedomBabyYad.com. I have 91 websites right now out there, and people eventually just click it, and all of a sudden they just buy $1,000 of education. And guess what? The company goes, hey, ding, ding, ding. You just made $500. and then they FedEx it to you with tracking. That's pretty badass because you're not doing any sales. I hate sales. You're never going to see me with a haircut selling cars in a suit. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I wouldn't hold my breath. It ain't going to happen. I hate it. I just hate dressing. I don't even like to dress up. If you guys know me, this is the most clothes I've worn in a year. And that's just because it was cold tonight seeing one of my best friends up in the avenues. But anyway, I'm going to take a break. I'm honestly going to go pee. And then I'm going to freshen up my coffee with some hazelnut and honey. And then I'm going to come back on a fresh feed, if you're watching on YouTube, and I'm going to just show you my screen. Because I think if I just show you my screen what I do, it's a lot easier just to comprehend. And besides, I record all this. So there's always a recording, on this feed, and you can just watch it again and pause it and fast forward to something if I said something that you think that, is interesting or you want questions about. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go like this, and I got to wait for my screen. And all I do is I hit end meeting. All my software turns off. My bathroom is this way. I'm going to run as fast as I can to go pee. Then I'm going to fill this up with Mojo. And then I'll be right back to try to talk to you fine folks about what I do, but you can see what I do on my screen. So, all right, that's it. Pee time. Okay, I'll see you in a bit.